Okay, it's day 203. Let's start this Way Off Wednesday off the right way. And kind of scared to see what we're at. We were at 251 last time because I had gone the wrong way. So let's see where we're at now. Move this back so I don't run into the towel bar. $243.8, so we'll call it 244. Alright. So that's back down 7 pounds, back in the right direction. Okay, I can live with that.
Alright, well, he said he'd be here at 8. I've learned that that really means 8:30 or 9. It's about 10 after now. Got my morning coffee going here. I'm not going to say today's going to be a tile day because, like he joked yesterday, it's been 3 days in a row when that's been said. So, I'm just going to say something will happen today. Hopefully. But yeah, I've resigned myself to this project taking at least twice as long as what was estimated. I don't think he's done a full bathroom from beginning to end before. I'm sure he's done a whole lot of little stuff, but there have been a lot of things along the way where he's been kind of surprised. And that's okay. Everybody learns. But should have at the beginning just come out and said that. Said, well, you know, it might take a week. Would have been completely fine with that. But he said, oh yeah, no problem, 3 days. Yeah, that was Monday. It's Wednesday, and we're maybe 2/3 of the way done. Probably closer to half. Just, I don't know. But the work from here forward should be pretty quick. You know, the shower is now done on the floor. The slope is hardened overnight, so it is ready for floor tile. He said he's going to knock that out first so he can stand on it and finish the shower walls. And I've got paint, I've got the door trim, he's got to put in the door frames. The only thing left to buy are the doors, the main room door, the closet door, and the shower doors. That's it. I just have to wait until everything's up so I can measure and make sure everything's good before I go and order that. I'm not sure if I have to wait for that or if it's something they make there. On the website it just shows, you know, normal, pick your sizes and order it. So I've never shopped for one, obviously, but you know, maybe they just cut the rails to size there. They've got a pretty big bathroom section with doors and windows and all that kind of stuff, so maybe it's easy. But just need his truck for that, because yeah, that wouldn't fit in mine, I don't think. That might. It would stick out the back. I don't know. I'll have to measure the width. I'm not sure how wide the door is. I know it's not as wide as an exterior. I know the closet door would fit. That thing's like half width. Anyway, I'm going to hang out here, wait for him. It's a nice morning. I was going to go for a ride, but just in case he did show up at 8, I didn't have time. I got some decent sleep last night for the first time in a long time. I crashed hard. I just turned off the phone. Said screw it. Wife, she leaves about 7, so I didn't need my alarm on. And I got about 8 hours. Feel halfway normal again. It's nice. But anyway, let's see what happens. Oh, and for those of you on iPhones, iPads, iPod Touches, today is iOS 7 day. So if you're looking forward to that, I am just for some possible bug fixes. I really don't care about the interface. All these electronic tools, they're just that. They're tools for me. They're business tools. So, I really don't care what the interface looks like. But if they fix some bugs, oh, speaking of bugs, I'm going off on tangents again. The one big bug I want to get fixed is the video recording one, which somebody commented on that at least the beta did fix that. So that's good. I'm looking forward to that. But another tip, when I was going through the troubleshooting with that with Apple development, they told me a little tidbit. Do an iCloud backup, not an iTunes backup, when you have to do one for your device, because you would think they're the same, but they're not. The iTunes backup doesn't actually back up all the settings. There are some that the iCloud does completely, where the iTunes does not, and that can introduce some problems. They did have some other problems related to the video bug with that. That's why they were mentioning it to me. And I'd always done an iTunes backup because it's local and it's faster. I can back up all my apps and everything over USB and I don't have to re-download them. But if it's not complete, forget about it. So I do iCloud backups now. So just a little tidbit there for you.
Gee, thanks, honey. That's a great place to throw the comforters when you don't feel like finishing the laundry. Right on my new air filters. Yeah, awesome.
Well, as I thought, he showed up about 8:45. He did have to run to Home Depot this morning for some little stuff, and he's been doing tile all morning. The shower is just about tile down the bottom. It looks really cool. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we decided, yeah, I did mention it. We didn't go with the big marble tiles because they were super slippery, so we went with a little mosaic. They're glass, but they look like marble, and they really match the floor pattern well. They're almost black, and they got some white swirly things in them. They look great, and it'll look super awesome when it's grouted and washed. I mean, it looks good just sitting in the mud right now. So that's cool. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to run up to the grocery store and just get some supplies. I'm going to do a batch of shrimp fajitas. I got a bunch of shrimp in the freezer, so I got to thaw those before I leave. I'm just firing up a batch of coals here to grill the shrimp and saute the veggies, and that'll be our lunch today. So keeping it light, try not to do the fast food, and this is quick enough where I'll take an hour break from shooting. Making good progress there. I hit the 50% point for this first batch. Still got another batch after this one, so I'm about a quarter done overall with the project. So that's not too bad. That's pretty much on schedule. If I didn't have the bathroom going on, it would have been about 4 days of work per batch, so just over a week total working time. That's not bad. Anyway, I'm going to run to the store and get going on lunch. Well, change of plans. I just quenched the bricks. Luckily, they weren't started too bad there. You can save your bricks if you do decide to change your mind, by the way, by just putting them in the kettle, closing the vents and closing the lid, and they'll go out in a matter of minutes. You can put them back in your chimney and relight them later. But I told him, hey, I'm making shrimp fajitas. He's like, oh man, I was smelling that barbecue down the street. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good too. So he's going to make a run for that. We'll do the shrimp tomorrow or something. Well, this is the first test clip of the video using iOS 7. Updated my phone this afternoon. So I just left for the day and basically spent the whole day doing this. Did the final slope, which was a thin sheet, and got the drain set up. That part there just pops in when it's all done. And got the tiles in. Now, I had him redo it, because a couple hours ago he said, okay, I'm done. I came in here and, I don't know, we just have different attentions to detail, I guess. There were a bunch of waves in it, and it still looks to me like there's some mismatched tile lines, but he assures me that after the grout is in there, because I did pick a very dark charcoal grout, almost as dark as this over here. I mean, it's very dirty. You can't even see what color it's really going to be, but it's like black marble and it's clean. So this is pretty dirty over here. This is filthy. He's got a ton of the Kwikset over the top and in between. These are 12-inch tiles that are on like a mesh backing, and then these little tiny, what are they, about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch or so, all the little squares are bound to that mesh. So you put it down as a solid unit, so it's easy to do square foot sections, and you don't have to position all the little tiny squares. But you do have to get these positioned right against each other. The one I'm concerned with right now is this center line. And, I mean, you can barely see it in the video, but it's right here. It's just a little wider than the gaps in between the squares. But I showed it to him, and he says after the grout you won't see that, so I'll trust him. I mean, he's got to fix it if it doesn't look right. But over here, I mean, they were, like roller coaster. It was bad. So I made him redo it. And I put in spacers here with my old business cards because he had these butted up against each other. There weren't any gaps, so it looked real funny because you got gaps in between all the squares. You can't have uneven gaps between tiles. So I don't know. Can't say I'm thrilled right now, but we'll see tomorrow after he gets it done, after he gets the grout in. So I will reserve judgment. I'm not a tile guy. I've never done it before. I'm just, using common sense. But maybe there's something I'm missing. If any of you have done this before, does this look normal?
Am I in for a surprise tomorrow? Anyway, I gotta run back to Home Depot to get some more mortar. He went through pretty much half a huge bag just to do this, so he needs the rest to do the walls. And that's about it for now. So, I will see you guys tomorrow.